Welcome back. Coffee Talk. Episode 2. Hibiscus and Butterfly. Where last time we completed the first game. And we very quickly moved on to the next one. Where Coffee Talk episode 2 takes place 3 years after the first one, so takes place in 2023. And yeah, we have a new recipe, or rather we have 2 new recipes, I guess. 2 new batches of new recipes, I suppose. Where yeah, we start out the night with Georgie, Officer Georgie, entering the, I keep on wanting to say bar, the coffee shop. As it's the middle of a storm, the power's kind of fluctuating, but he has a flashlight. But yeah, Georgie is supposed to be making his way home, but the storm has kind of flooded the roads home, as well as the fact that his car got vandalized as well. And yeah, a new customer, or we give him some new a new drink. What was it, like the butterfly here, butterfly PEA tea, makes the tea very blue. And in walks a new customer, a young man named Lucas, who seems to be a sort of like online content creator and influencer. As he orders something without coffee, so we give him some tea or something. And yeah, as we're kind of chatting with like Lucas and Georgie, like Georgie comes back in. He got a phone call from his family, and yeah, the power goes out, which freaks out Lucas, who is apparently afraid of the dark. And in comes a new customer during that. A very kind of spooky looking lady, who we later learn is named Riona. A banshee woman. And she talks to us about how she's attempting to kind of start up a career in, I think singing, I believe. And Lucas tries giving some advice as she's feeling a bit resentful towards the internet, as she tried doing like a demo reel basically, and got a bunch of what were essentially racist comments on her demo reel after she uploaded it online, and so now she hates the internet. And Lucas tries giving some unasked for advice, and yeah, she eventually, Rihanna kind of goes on this rant as the power fluctuates again as she does so. But eventually she leaves, and Lucas feels bad that his advice didn't kind of fell flat on her, and so he gave us a fidget spinner that had his contact info on it, and is like, you might want to try being more professional. And so he gave us a business card instead. and yeah, or something like that. And then yeah, everybody leaves, and we find that Georgie forgot his lighter. So we gotta return that to him the next time he comes over. And the day ends. Next day, Lucas is the first to arrive. Kind of comments on the lack of customers, and kind of takes some photos of his drink that he orders. He kind of waxes nostalgic about a drink that he had when he was younger. That was kind of like a honey milk coffee, emphasis on the honey, and yeah, kind of talks about how he no longer able to like really drink coffee, so this is him trying to get back into it. And like he tells us about how he used to drink coffee like a lot, like way too much coffee, and eventually it started to like upset his stomach. And we're like, well, you probably shouldn't be doing that then. He ate too much, and then his body was like, stop it. Ate too much, drank too much, I suppose I should say. But anyways, in comes Myrtle and Aqua, returning characters, a orc and an orc woman and a mermaid woman come in, and they're coming in on the tail end of like an argument that they had, which continues into the shop after they order their drinks. The argument is about how Aqua, like they went to like a video game con, right? And Aqua kind of showcased her like project that she's working on, and she got approached by like a major publisher that Aqua likes, and they offered her like a contract, and when they went over the contract, it was an absolutely shitty contract, and Myrtle is basically kind of arguing with her to like not take it because it's so dog shit, as meanwhile Aqua is like basically asking whether or not like Myrtle will continue helping her with game dev, regardless of whether she accepts the contract. But Myrtle doesn't really give her an answer to that. She just kind of deflects back to like, don't take this fucking contract because it's absolute dog shit. Aqua leaves upset, and Lucas kind of pipes up and is like, are you going to continue game deving with her if she were to, like, even if she accepted a contract? And Myrtle's like, yeah, of course. And Lucas is like, why didn't you tell her that? Myrtle's like, I didn't have to. And Lucas is like, yeah, you probably should have. Myrtle kind of thinks for a bit and then goes off. I believe now we continue. I think we only got the first 2 days done. Hey, Lua. That's a lovely photo. Search by day, aspiring indie dev by night. Myrtle's still our BFF. Alright, Myrtle. Listening is an art I often take for granted. It's nice when things are communicated properly. Yes, it is. Just found out coffee, honey, and milk drink is not a meal replacement. Yeah, no fucking shit, Lucas. I just stopped these young fellers for drunk driving, so that's a lesson for y'all to keep your spirits in control. Yeah. Baileys. Iced Baileys. Quality work comes with a price. You can't ask for $1,000 quality and ask to pay $150. Respect the people you've decided to work with. Hell yeah. By the way, does your phone battery suck? I've been using this power bank in the past month. Click the link for more info. Wow. Actually clicked it. 10,000 mAh phone camera. Zetter. That's supposed to be critter replacement. Party drinks restocking, new schedule due to new regulations. Cut off order time 1 o'clock. Shop closed at 1:30. Delivery from Bellevue. Just finished today's dance practice. I'm all sweated out, but my coach said that I've really improved lately. Yay. Good job. Good work. Alright. The Price of Happiness by Ralia Amat. I want to go meet Ralia in this game. September 21st, 2023. The cashier rang me $13 for 2 packs of cigarettes I chose from behind the counter. It should be enough to keep me sane for 4 days if I carefully smoke 10 sticks per day. Goddamn. I lit one as soon as I left the convenience store. 9 cigarettes left for the day. I checked my phone as I walked to the cafe I usually do my writing at. Spotify just charged me its monthly fee, $10. Seeing that my last Wrapped was 80,000 minutes and more, that was a tenner well spent. I closed the Spotify notification along with some email notifications about the permanent jobs I was hoping to get. All polite rejections. Freelance for a little bit more, it seemed. So it seemed. I stubbed out my cigarette in the trash can by the cafe's door before brushing the ashes that managed to claim some spots on my discounted flannel shirt. The cafe was completely empty except for the clearly uni students struggling over their assignments. People with proper jobs don't work in a cafe after all. What the fuck is this? They worked in tall buildings with ID cards and fancy suits. The kind of people who had their lives figured out with every expense planned well into their 80s. I sat in the smoking area. I don't think most people do that, actually. I sat in the smoking area. A cup of $2 iced coffee stood tall beside my laptop. Droplets of condensation playfully racing each other to the table. Some droplets stayed on the brim of the cups, as if planning their way down, finding the smoothest path possible. I cheered for those droplets, figuring out their track, not knowing what lies at the bottom of the plastic cup, not knowing if they can even make it there either. And so I began typing. I had to cover this economic research paper by some Nobel Prize winner about the amount of money you need to make per year to achieve optimal living conditions. $75,000 per year, by the way. That number, for an immigrant who just started chasing the American dream like me, was sky high. I mean, for most Americans, that's sky high. Like, average is like what? 40,000? Or like median, not average? Like, I think the average is 75,000, and that's mainly because of the billionaires and millionaires skewing it toward, like, to be higher. But, like, the actual median income is, like, around 40,000. Which means, like, 50% of people or less, or 50% of people make that or less. I do pay a fortune for my beat-up apartment. The monthly cost for the subway alone is above $100. If I Count my yearly expenses as responsible adults should do. They should reach about that amount, if not more. I wondered if that meant I was living optimally. I mean, I sure as hell was not, but I wondered. Maybe the price of happiness is different for each person. I would say it is. Maybe those Nobel winners didn't count the price of addiction, or depression, or other words society categorized as mental health conditions. Have they accounted for the price of antidepressants and sleeping pills in that 75 grand? That is the cost for some people to be able to sleep and function. I was damn sure it wasn't included in that number. Maybe people born with more scars on their bodies have to pay more to be happy, and to think that happy is such a sadly abstract unit of measure. How do you even measure happiness in numbers? In the amount of possessions one has in their bedroom, the number of children you have, and how their upbringing is facilitated by the digits on your bank account, and how many times you smiled in a day? If the last one is how you measure happiness, do fake smiles count? See, too many variables. And I had to present all of this bullshit in a 700 word or less article. 700 words or less article that'd be rewarded with $100 if it got enough clicks. Still hasn't, and probably never will. So do you think this number is the right price for your happiness? Let us know in the comments section. End my article on that cheerful note, ignoring the irony of the question itself. It's like I ignored my fifth cigarette slowly burning away on the ashtray. Another wasted payment to cover the price of happiness. 5 cigarettes left for today. Dude, cigarette smokers, like... cigarettes are fucking expensive. Like, people spend like $1,000 on cigarettes every year. Oh, I was saying, what happened to the fidget spinner? An influencer's contact info for a certain someone. There's an eerie atmosphere out there tonight. Feels like a night for old friendships and new acquaintances. Anyone there? Dots. Hello. You gave me a start. You're Neko Mimi, right? You're going to transform any second now? Meow. Or maybe not. Hi, Lua. Hey, Ryder. And, hey, new customer? Hi, Miss Lua. I don't think this is the coffee drinking sort of cat. No, it would appear not. You have a new pet cat, then? I'm not quite sure. This is my first time seeing this little one. Are you sniffing me, kitty? You want cuddles? Apparently not. Alright, no cuddles. Cats. Indeed. I wonder if it's lost, but it doesn't have a collar, so it might be a stray. It's cute, though. Would make a nice mascot. I would think that's up to it, not up to us. Cats. Right. Anyhow, it's been a little while. It has. Last time we saw you was well over a week ago, wasn't it? What have you been up to? Honestly, mostly work as usual. I won't lie, I'm pretty beat. Did you just leave the office? Yeah. But in my defense, I spent the last hour looking at wedding dresses on Tomodachi. Well, that sounds like fun, doesn't it? It's not. Unfun. That's a moderately enthusiastic response. How are the wedding preparations going? They're going. I might need a drink before I answer that. Certainly look like you could use something warm. Something warm and cozy, yeah. Milky and soothing, with just a bit of warm spice. Going to hit my pillow soon, so something that will help me sleep. And I can see you have snazzy new ingredients. We have blue pea and hibiscus now, indeed. That sounds interesting. I'd like to try hibiscus then, with milk and warm spice, please. Hibiscus, milk, and warm spice. Spice? Not sure if it is. Probably is. I don't know. Pink spice. Got no items to give. Soothing but spicy draught, warm and refreshing at the same time. How the cat continues to meow. 2nd of October. Aw, poor kitty. Did the machine wake you up? Here goes the mascot. Maybe it'll come back later. I bet it will. Cats always have reasons for their actions, even if they're often rather mysterious ones. That's true. Anyhow, here's your drink, Miss Lua. Ooh, this smells lovely. Also has a lovely color. And it tastes lovely. I knew I could count on you, Ryder. You're always a sight for sore taste buds or something. Glad you like it. I love it. Right, so the wedding preparations. And Mr. Bailey's is still getting married, of course. Oh yeah, absolutely. After everything we've been through, I'm not about to back down now. Bailey's is still very much my person, with the long ears and all. But none of those pesky cold feet. That sounds like good news. No cold feet, no cold anything. In fact, my stress is running so high, I feel like I have steam coming out of my horns. That doesn't sound like good news. Yeah. It's just such a big thing, you know? I feel like that's all we talk about. But we're not making much progress. We're not further along than we were weeks ago. You have different expectations of the day? I don't know. I'm not sure I even know what my expectations are anymore. I look at all these weddings on Tomodachi, and they all do this special over-the-top stuff. I don't have any original ideas like that. What about Mr. Bailey's? He enjoys creative endeavors, doesn't he? He does, but that's another issue. Parents are willing to pay for part of the wedding, and I earn a good living, so I can cover most of it. Ray wants to contribute his share, but he can't really afford it. And as you know, his parents aren't in the picture anymore. Still feel guilty about that? No, I don't think so. If I've learned anything, it's that you need to let people you love make their own choices. But I am concerned. Both about Vay dropping all his savings on this stuff, and about him trying to guess what I want, rather than expressing his own wishes. Sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Trying to make sure everyone's happy. Let's make sure you're happy. Maybe. But I guess that's unavoidable, right? Oh, hello, Neil? Dots. Dots? I don't think Lua ever met Neil. Is this the space person you told me about weeks ago? The one who used to come to the cafe? I thought it might be them, but I'm not sure now. They didn't seem to react to my greeting. Besides, last time we saw Neil, he had changed his name to Silver. And he looked rather more human. I see, this is all very mysterious. Also, did you hear them come in? I didn't, but then I rarely do. You're stealthy. Bartender, what does a girl have to do to get a drink around here? Pour me a stiff one. Dots. Beg your pardon? This isn't quite that kind of place. Dots. Isn't it? Our research indicates that this is the way one should order a drink in a place of public consumption. Sounds like your research was based on orc westerns. Dots. Is there anything wrong with orc westerns? We rather enjoyed them. No, I guess not. They're just very different from reality. In what ways? That, it would take a very long time to answer that. I guess the better question is, how are they similar? How are they similar? Dots. You did say it was a better question. We're digging our own conversational grave here. That's fair enough. Suppose the honest answer is, the way people feel emotions is similar. How they're ambitious and have dreams. How they want things to sometimes get jealous. How they want things and sometimes get jealous of others. But also how they help each other out. How they fall in love. Dots. It sounds like Earthlings have very busy feelings. I guess we do. Are your people very different in that respect? We are. Although we want things too. But it appears that Earthlings have at least 94.328% more emotions than we do. How do you distinguish between them all? We don't. To be honest, sometimes we don't. Reading others isn't easy, nor is understanding ourselves for that matter. That adds some spice to life, I guess. Dots. It sounds to us like it would be helpful to have those emotions displayed, especially in movies, because you could write them at the top of the screen. Cinema from the 1920s would certainly agree with you. But, pardon me, you're not Neil, are you? Or Silver? Indeed, we are not. Our name is Amanda. So there are several of you here on Earth. There are a great many of us everywhere. Our average density is 3,450.45 per galaxy. But this is not the topic of our present conversation. No, you wanted a drink, didn't you? We do wish to absorb some liquid matter, yes. Similarly to what the purple earthling has been doing. Purple earthling? That is certainly a description. Is it wrong? Would it be more accurate to describe you as the four-appendaged earthling? You mean my horns in my ears? Miss Amanda. We usually avoid addressing customers by the number of their appendages. Oh, we apologize. But we cannot address the customer by name as we do not know it. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. That's my bad. I'm Lua. Lua. Lua? Lua. Yes? It is a very pleasing sound. Oh, well, thank you. We wish to absorb some liquid matter, as Lua has been doing. Of course. Do you have an idea as to what kind of, liquid matter that might be? Something bright-colored and memorable. We want our first drink on Earth to be an experience we shall never forget. No pressure, Ryder. It's quite alright. We were born to rise to this kind of challenge. That's the spirit. Any other ideas, Miss Amanda? Oh, probably something blue pea. We want the taste to be very spicy. We know that some places serve weak drinks to bipeds with female denominations. Our research has determined that behavior to be undesirable in 99.9999% of occurrences. Fortunately, this isn't that kind of place either. Indeed. So, You'd like something vivid and spicy. What if it was, let's say, blue and gingery? We do not know what gingery means, but blue and gingery sounds good to us. Blue? I guess ginger? Definitely strong. Blue lightning. A blue lightning coming right up. This is vivid indeed. Now let's try it. Amanda. Dot. Best remedy for an upset tummy or a bored mind, and in a pretty color to boot. This is interesting. We heard that we might struggle to experience taste, but we can certainly feel the kick of this. Your reputation was well deserved, writer. And what kind of reputation is that? Neil's been talking about us. Hell yeah. Sounds like word's getting around. Soon this place will become a hipster den. I should probably start looking for an alternative haunt. I hope not. I would miss you a lot, Miss Lua. Besides, isn't that what a hipster does? Go to places only before they become cool? Dots. Touché. I guess you'll be stuck with me a while longer. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Miss Amanda, what was that about my reputation? We heard about you from our sibling formerly known as Neil. I see. Sibling, huh? This isn't a future hipster den. This is an alien den. You should consider rebranding as Cafe Close Encounters. That makes it sound like a rather different type of place. Heh. So what brings you here, Amanda? Please define your question. You mean here on this planet? That too, but also here in this cafe. We are on this planet on a research and rescue mission. Is that like a search and rescue? Perhaps. It is a mission to gather numbers for research, as well as to rescue our sibling. We are in this cafe to wait for them. We made an appointment, as is the custom here. They should arrive in 2 minutes, 3 seconds, and 12 milliseconds. Please pardon the roughness of our estimate. That's more than good enough. You are very kind. Writer's mentioned your sibling a few times, I think. Silver, right? Indeed. You are a part of the same hive mind. A hive mind? That sounds pretty amazing. But doesn't that make appointments less useful? That would have been true some time ago, but Neil, now known as Silver, is becoming more human by the day. Their connection to the hive mind grows tenuous. Oh. That must feel a little lonely. You lose your connection to your family when you've been so close. Perhaps. What does it mean to be lonely? It's, when you think about other people and they're not here, and that makes you sad. It makes you feel like you have a weight on your chest. Like things that usually feel good to you lose a lot of their appeal. Thank you for your explanation. We think we see. We do not know. Perhaps it is a little lonely. We cannot answer this with more than a 61% certainty. Hi, everyone. Hi, Amanda. Dots. Speaking of the space person, here comes my former regular. I apologize. I haven't been coming by often enough lately. Hi, I'm Lua. Nice to meet you, Lua. I'm Silver. I've heard a lot about you. Have you? You probably pictured me in a bigger suit. I guess so, yeah. A bit like your sibling here. I understand, but I've been undergoing many changes lately. I let go of the suit. This form makes me feel truer to who I am now. I also changed my name for the same reason. Have you been waiting long, Amanda? Dots. Not unduly. Dots. 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 This is a bit awkward. Just a bit. Dots. Dots. Amanda. Yes? You should know that. I have been missing you a lot. Dots. What is miss? Is it like being lonely? Yes, it is. When did you learn what lonely is? We have been told that it is the name of the feeling we have when we think about you. That's... I just... Bring it in? Bring what? Oh. Dots. Aw. Dots. There's one long hug. So cute. I can hear you, you know. Dots. Ahem. Right. As we were saying, we appreciate your being only 3 milliseconds late. Huh. It's good to see you haven't changed. You have, and yet you haven't. Now that you are close, you feel part of the hive again. And your presence is similar to what it always was. Makes me really happy to hear that. You should order a drink, as is customary. Then we can proceed with our discussion of the mission. The mission? Oh, didn't Ryder tell you about that? Not really. Well, the reason I came here in the first place was to find love. You mean to reproduce with the local species. That's another way to put it. I think I remember you putting it in those terms yourself, Silver. I did, yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm going to tell you everything. But first, Amanda is right. I'd like to order a drink. I can taste them properly now, so I enjoy them a lot more. Happy to hear that. What would you like? I like something new and unique. I want to explore all these new sensations. But nothing too strong, please. I don't have the same tolerance as before. Also, I'm in the mood for something a bit sweet and floral. And maybe with a bit of freshness to it. Something new, but not too strong. A bit sweet, floral, and refreshing. Maybe blue? Oh, I do love blue. Something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue then, please. Okay. I think I got called down for dinner. Well, let me check real quick. Oh, this game does not mute itself. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check. So we're gonna have a little break. That might turn into a longer break for now. So boop. I am back. Had a tuna fish casserole for dinner. Pretty good. Yeah. Let's get back to the game. Alright, he wants something sweet, floral, refreshing, and blue. That. Sweet? And refreshing. Refreshing makes me think of mint. Sweet. Refreshing. Flower bed. Aw, look at the little bee. That's cute. One bright flower bread for the silver person. An entire garden in a teacup, from the leaves to the pollen. Can you hear the bees? Buzz, buzz. Silver. America. This definitely looks unique. I can't wait to try it. Oh, yum, it's delicious. Drinking through my mouth makes such a difference. To be honest, I never expected to like it this much. But now I can never get enough of it. Drinking through the glove does look uncomfortable. It's a very different experience. Not entirely unpleasant. No, it's also nice in its own way. But it doesn't convey taste in a way a mouth feels. Much more about the sensation, which definitely makes it intense. But I'm happy to get to drink Ryder's creations the way they were intended. As for the mission... Yes, the mission. It has run into some difficulties. Difficulties of what nature? Well, the truth is, I still have some trouble finding myself a date. What is a date? It's a step you need to take before, coupling up. You meet somewhere, you talk, you get to know the person. Dots. Not having a hive connection sounds exhausting. It can be a challenge, to be honest, but in another way, it's wonderful. About the hive connection, when you meet someone, it's always a surprise. They react in ways I didn't expect, in ways I wouldn't, and every time I learn something new. About earthly species, that too, certainly. But mostly about myself. That's definitely what being with someone is about. Every time you're honest with a person you love, you get out of your comfort zone and become a better person yourself. That sounds complicated. We need to make further computations to understand. It's different from what we're used to, but it's also pretty great. I mean, sounds to me like you've got it figured out. Surely your dates should go well enough. Thank you, you're very kind. And if I may say so myself, I think I have made some progress. If I did get a date, I think it would go better than before. What's the problem then? Well, thing is, Seattle's a very big city, even by our standards. Everyone is busy running around, and people aren't very trusting, not like in romantic movies. You can't just ask someone on the street to go on a date with you. Sounds like you tried. Yes, I tried several times. I even stood on the plaza for a few hours with a date me placard around my neck. That is, not an optimal strategy. Yes, I've realized that since. Most people mostly seemed a little scared. I hear most people meet their partners at work. Is that something you could try? Dots. Maybe later on, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm afraid, my work doesn't attract the right sort. I didn't know you found a job, Silver. Ah, yes, I did, a few months ago. I've decided to open a cafe. Really? Does that mean Ryder has competition? Not at all. I would never want that. It rather feels like a small way to start a family tradition. Interesting. Implying that we're part of the hive mind. Anyway, after I tried all that, I was running out of ideas. So I decided to reinstall Lonely Hearts, like I did when I had just arrived here. Online dating does sound like a reasonable solution. I thought so too, but the amount of dates I've gotten since I downloaded it is... dots. Based on the surrounding parameters, we will guess absolute 0. That is accurate. Oh no. You know why? If I'm being honest, I think I have an idea, but it might sound strange coming from me. The online dating process feels a little... No, it feels a lot... alien. Dots. Please, expand your explanation. Do you mean it lacks earthly species? Oh, no, it has earthlings in all shapes and forms, but it feels impossible to connect to them. I was much more successful at it when I first tried, months ago, but now it's a little like how my connection to the hive mind has been recently. I'm a part of it to some extent. I feel like if I can just reach out to it, I'll find understanding, but then I do reach out, and I find only silence. Dots. Dots. That's pretty sad. Sorry, I'm making everyone gloomy now. No, don't worry about that at all. I'm just wondering if I've got friends I can set you up with. But they all have partners. Dots. You're very kind, Lua. I'll find some sort of way, eventually. It's pretty important that I do. It's an existential issue for some people. Dots. Dots. We will help. Dots. I don't know. I really appreciate your offer, Amanda, but even after spending years here, I still struggle with it all. When I first arrived, it was hard for me to even hold a conversation. Now I think I can read people a little better, but it's still... You are not looking for conversation yet, are you? You wish to connect to a hive mind, and you found it easier when you first arrived. Is that not what you said? Yes, that's true, but we are a hive mind, and we have just arrived here. We will help. Dots. Wing woman. It does sound reasonable. I suppose social media can be a bit like a hive mind sometimes. And there's no harm in trying, right? Dots. Well, then I guess that's settled. I'll show you how the app works when we leave here, Amanda. We are prepared. We will gather intelligence and draw conclusions. With our hive powers and your human knowledge, based on your previous experience and your new skills, we estimate our odds of success at 100%. I like your confidence. Amanda always was a force of nature. We do not know what that means, but it sounds complimentary. We are pleased. As for... Wait. What is... We have to go now, but... What happened? Ugh. Space immigration's coming. Get out of here. Run. I'll explain everything later. Sorry, writer. Lua. See you soon, I hope. No time. Let's go. It's the agent. Dots. Dots. Well, that was odd. Yeah, that was a rather sudden departure. I hope they're going to be alright. There he is. Good evening. Evening, Mr. Agent. You two know each other? The agent here has been asking about our customers in the past, but I trust tonight he's come for a late-night coffee? Sadly, no. I am here on official business. Sounds serious. It is. Very serious, Miss Lua. Miss Lua, and writer. You know why I'm here, don't you? Well, if it's not for coffee, honestly, I'm at a loss. Dots. Is that how you want to play it? What about you, Miss Lua? Want to make an educated guess? An educated guess? Well, I swear I filed my tax return months ago. I did bays at the same time, so that can't be it. I have no clue. You two. Do you take me for a fool? Dots. Dots. We would never. Let me make myself clear then. Have there been any alien sightings at this cafe recently? Alien sightings? Sorry, but that sounds kind of far-fetched. I'm glad Lewis just like immediately like not a snitch. Good. We don't let snitches into this cafe. Dots. Think again, both of you. Think carefully. If I were you, I wouldn't tell any lies. Dots. This is getting old. We didn't do anything wrong. We don't have any answer. We don't have to answer any of your questions. Actually, nothing. I know my rights. You have no jurisdiction to come here and act like a big shot. I've never seen anyone in this cafe who doesn't belong here. So I suggest you take your suspicions elsewhere and leave this place and Ryder alone. My investigation. Your investigation means nothing to us. I can feel myself getting angry, Mr. Agent. And trust me, you do not want to see me angry. Huh. Hey, don't you dare put your hands on me. I did no such thing. Not yet, at least. Dots. Very well. I'll go for now, but this isn't over. I won't stand by quietly while aliens invade Seattle. Suit yourself. You'll only be wasting your time. I'll be the judge of that. A good night to you. Dots. Oh, that was impressive. Well, I may be on the quieter side, but I'm still the succubus. Glad you're my friend and not my enemy. Truth be told, I don't like to antagonize people, but I guess sometimes it can't be helped. Yeah. I wonder what that guy was really after. He's an alien immigration agent. He's been after Silver for a while now. Back when Silver was called Neil and looked like Amanda. Dots. That doesn't make me like him anymore. I'm very close to clipping him in his smug face, to be honest. Even if I didn't touch him in the end, despite what he thought. No, indeed. You didn't touch him. What do you mean? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well, the agent has had this on him, and now he doesn't anymore. Naughty Ryder, didn't think you had it in you. This certainly is an interesting looking ID card. I'm sure someone creative could find good uses for it. My sentiments exactly. Well, I guess you have some time to consider what to do with it. And who to pass it on to. Indeed. Anyway, this shook me more than I'd like to admit. I'm so sorry. It's really not your fault. But I'm going to go and spend some time with my fiancé now. Which will be all of 30 seconds. Before I start snoring on his shoulder. Cute. That sounds pretty good. Say hello to him for me. From me, it said. Will do. I guess we're gonna want to give that ID to Silver. Or maybe Amanda? Probably Silver. I don't think Amanda would understand. This agent looks like he's going to be trouble. Seemingly important ID card. Yep. But tomorrow's another day. Milky Way. Cool. Sweet and cool like outer space. Friday, September 22nd, 2023. Alright, Evening Whispers. What do we got today? What returning to the office means for the Nekomimis. Woodpecker almost pecks through whole utility pole, strong beak. Atlantic countries to sign multi-billion-dollar deal for education system improvement. Oh, that's good. Good for them. Before our customer arrives. Damn. This rainy season sure is something. Rachel. probably who is about to come in. Alright. Car's down. We'll resume deliveries tomorrow. Working on something curious. Hehe. Hide. Also, a vampire getting pregnant? Amusing. Oh? What are you on about, Hyde? Hold on. Hold up. Just watched this movie about vampire calling themselves vegan by drinking animal blood. Tried it once. It was neither satisfying nor fulfilling. Synthetic is better. Also, a vampire getting pregnant? Amusing. Do you think a sad here would look good with leg tattoos? Asking for a friend and not for me at all. I mean, sure, I guess. But you'd probably have to keep your legs shaved. No. To actually be able to see the tattoo. Where the Love Is. By Ralia Ahmad. September 22nd, 2023. I often find it scary how he seems to always know what I want. Like, this late morning, he... Throat's all phlegmy. Like this late morning, he took the rest of the leftover coffee in the pot to the kitchen and added some cold milk, ice, and caramel syrup to it before bringing it back to the small table we were working at. Here, 1 cup of morning coffee, and yeah, you still look tired, ma'am. I couldn't figure out if it was the perfect amount of syrup he added or the little smile he wore that made the now iced caramel latte so delicious. With him, it's always a bit of both. Thank you, my good sir. Just what I and this report needed. One of my favorite things with him has always been when we are jokingly polite to each other. Then again, anything we do together is always a favorite of mine. We came back to our Saturday workload as the day went by. You know, if he weren't at my flat, I'd probably have spent the day just hanging on the couch and watching Netflix. Having your boyfriend cuddle you in silence as we each do our work really boosts your performance, I can tell you. Often, I wish I could just bring him to the office to replace my stiff office chair. Wonder what my boss Jolene would say. She'd probably be mad, but I could argue that he really brings out the best in me and could make me less cranky at the job. The increase in work performance has to be worth it. I was still forming the right argument for my theoretical debate with Jolene when he closed his laptop with a long yawn, and that sounded like satisfaction. Done already? Lucky. Well, I'm not stopping every 5 minutes to daydream, so... He played with my hair as he spoke. I could feel his fingers untangling my morning knots lock by lock. You don't have a boyfriend messing with your hair while you're working, so of course you're done already. Should I leave then? You know, I eventually have to go home. No, stay till lunch. As you wish then, my lady. He continued stroking my hair gently, sometimes attempting to braid it before giving up, and letting it come undone again. I held back the urge to turn around and just kiss him hard. Damn that report. But having him at the office would be a bad idea. You win, Jolene. I see she came to a conclusion on that internal debate. We stayed as we were till lunchtime. You know, it's one of those moments where an I love you from him would make the moment perfect. I think that's supposed to be yet. We just sat there without a word. Thing is, he never says those words first. I can't understand why. He's a published poet, and yet somehow he doesn't understand the importance of those 3 damned words all girls want to hear. If it weren't for that, he'd be perfect. I know I'm nitpicking here, but still, it would be nice to hear it from time to time. So, lunch? He let go of his embrace so he could face me. My nose was still buried in my laptop, drowning in numbers and dull sheets. Okay, well let's order in. I'm still not finished. Pizza it is then. I'm pretty sure you still have some coupons left. Spot on. Both got the food choice and the coupons. Again, it's almost scary when someone really knows you inside out. I'd freak out if it was anyone else, but it's fine when it's him, because, you know, I love him. He stood up and grabbed the phone he had left at the kitchen counter to place the order. Pineapple? He shouted from the kitchen. Of course, what am I, a monster? I could hear him chuckle in the kitchen, followed by the sound of a drawer opening, the exact drawer where I keep all the food coupons. All of me is like second nature to him. You know what? Maybe it's fine if he doesn't say I love you all that much. His readers might read his love poems and swoon over the moon because of his words, but I know it's me he's writing about. I know it's me whom he loves. It's me he understands like no one does. After all, he knows where the caramel syrup and the pizza coupons are. I know where the love is. Pod. Alright. Okay. Hi, cat. Oh. How are you feeling, Miss Rachel? As good as I can be. Yeah. Docs. What is it? Nothing. Think I'll never get used to seeing a Nekomimi transformation is all. In a good way or bad way? In a good way, of course. It's quite magical. Thanks. So, do you need anything? A towel, perhaps? It was pouring outside when you came in. You have a hairdryer? A hairdryer? No, unfortunately we don't. Then nope, I'm good. Sure? Alright, a little rain won't hurt me. I'll be fine. Alright, if you say so. Hey now, I'm no longer a kid, okay? It's been 3 years already. I aged too, you know. Has nothing to do with that at all. Last thing I want is for a star to get ill because of poor service here. I mean, you just have to treat me real nice. How about making me a special drink? Special drink? What do you have in mind? Something milky. And slightly sweet. And some brightness to negate this gloomy weather. Some brightness, huh? As in flavor or color? Up to you. I mean, different colors usually have different effects, right? Alright, I'll try. Yay. Oh, no coffee, please. Can you summarize your order for me? A colorful non-coffee latte with honey, please. Colorful non-coffee latte. Non-coffee latte. We have some options. Let's make it blue. It's colorful. Does hibiscus make it a special color? I don't actually remember. Suppose we can see. Honey. See what this looks like. Like that's red. It's kind of colorful. What the other looks like. Whoop. Let me start over. That, and that. Green and blue. Ooh. Kind of like that one. Goodbye. Give her the agent's ID card. Give her this fidget spinner. Wait, hold up. I was thinking about that. We want to get the card to Rihanna. There's also the contact. An influencer's contact info for a certain someone. There's that, right? There's Rachel. She's also like a sort of like influencer. Her girl have a fidget spinner. Absolutely ruin this. See. Very good. There we go. That's my approximation of what was on it. I ruined it. What's this? Fellow influencer. Give Lucas contact info or the fidget spinner. Rachel. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Dream and blue. This mesmerizing and earthy latte imbues you with calmness and serenity on sight. All right, I got you, Lucas. I'm getting you them contacts, them industry contacts. Oh shit. I would literally go to the office every day in a wedding dress if only the skanks in HR would allow it. Of course, I should shave my fur. How can you see the tat otherwise? Okay, I didn't realize that these stories actually kind of continue as the day goes by. What's this? This is so 2017. Why are you giving me this? Oh. Lucas on. Isn't he that satire influencer? I follow this guy. He's fun. He was here? Cool. I don't get why you're giving me this, though. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, then. One dreamy latte coming up. Wow. What's this? It looks super interesting. Butterfly pea latte with honey. New recipe. We call it Dreaming Blue. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna give it a try. Interesting. How do you like it? Isn't what I expected at all, for sure. Well, it doesn't taste as bright as I wanted. The color sure is interesting. Oh, right, she wanted bright. Ah, shit. Should have gone with the other one. Oh, well. I forgot about the bright part. I mean, it's blue. What does that even mean, though? Dreamin' blue? Dreaming blue as in sadness? Dream in blue as in color? Or dreaming in ambiguous blue? Whatever you think or feel about it is correct. That sounds ambiguous to me. It's mild, earthy, yet surreal while still being comforting. That's not so bad. Dreamin' blue, huh? At any rate, has it really been that long already? My last visit here was probably over a year ago, wasn't it? I believe so. It was around the time your images started to appear on buses. Right. Things just took off and suddenly I had no more free time. How are you hanging? Busy, but it's good. Great, even. A lot is happening, actually. Yeah? Like, I've been busy shooting new music videos and such. A lot of photo shoots, too. I'm also set to appear on several shows and podcasts and... Oh! I'm creating a new single. Oh? Is that so? Uh-huh. Great news. Congrats. Nope. Don't congratulate me yet. Sorry. I'm still, in the process of making it. In more ways than one. What do you mean? I'm actually creating the song this time. Oh, wow. And I'll be collabing with AJ. Wait a second. You mean... the guy who's always on your playlist? Jeremy Gendrew? That's really cool. I know, I'm excited. Can't wait to hear it. I also had no idea you made songs. I know I don't look like it, but truthfully, from the time I was a kid, it's always been a dream of mine. Dreamin' blue. Writing songs. And dancing. More specifically, singing and dancing to my own songs. A One Neko Mimi pop-up concert. Pop-up concert. You know, a concert that pops up randomly. You see, it happens sometimes in malls or on a popular busy street. Ah, yeah, I see what you mean buskers, I believe they're called. You miss it and poof, it's gone. Leaving only memories of a one-of-a-kind show with a one-of-a-kind experience. I've seen videos of that. It was pretty chill. And sometimes you get other musicians joining in on them. Sounds rather exciting, right? I guess although I've always loved being on stage, but, you know, we all wanted to become everything when we were kids. But as you grow up, you have to pick your battles. And for me, singing and dancing just come much more naturally than creating my own music. At least until now. I thought to myself, if I can't do it alone, then I'll make it with someone who definitely knows what they're doing. Definitely chose the right guy. Right? I am taking in fresh inspiration even now. Who knows? Maybe I'll get inspired from your drinks too. But I'm so excited you can't believe. So keep an eye out for it, okay? Whenever it's out, I mean. Will do. Ugh. Huh? I knew it. A blackout? Yeah. Happened before, huh? Only when the weather gets this bad. Give me a quick second, please. I'll turn on the generator. Okay. That gonna be Rihanna? Yep. Huh? Yeah. She gonna show up every time the power goes out? Huh? Meows. Dots. Dots. Cute. Oh, Miss Riona, welcome. Hello. Sorry about my absence earlier. I was just turning on the generator. Meows. Miss Rachel, is everything alright? Yep. I was just surprised by the thunder for a second there. Yeah, well, everything should hold on for now. Okay. Happy to see you again, Miss Fiona. How are you feeling tonight? Dots. Honestly, not the best. Sorry to hear that. Can you make me something nice with a bit of sweetness? Of course, anything you want. I recall last time you suggested an interesting drink to me. Something with blue tea and milk? That's about right. Please prepare that for me. But make it ever so slightly sweeter this time. It's been quite a day. I think I deserve the sugar. Roger that. I have just the perfect drink for you. Okay. Then a blue latte with a hint of sweetness, please. Wait a second. Isn't that what I just made? Hold on. Blue latte with a hint of sweetness. Wait, that's a hint of sweetness. It is what I just made. Oh, she gave me the fidget spinner. Alright. We're gonna attempt number 2 at recreating that latte. Whee! And then there's like something like that, and then like a right, and then it's like bam, 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 bam. There we go. Beautiful. It's exact. An exact copy. I'm great at latte art. Huh? An email? Oh, is it from that person from before? Lucas, wasn't it? He wants me to contact him? Docs. I'll think about it. Thank you. You're welcome. One dream in blue for the lady in blue who's got the blues. Docs. But I'm not wearing blue, though. You have that cool blue thing going on. Got blue hair. I love it. Thank you. Isn't that the same drink I got? Oh. That's right. Huh. Guess I sort of see what you meant earlier now. Pardon? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Anyway. Not friends. I just saw a little kid and her mom walking hand in hand, and it made me feel so warm in my chest. I guess I'm calling my mom tonight. Aw. Oh, huh? Aw. Gala. Aw. Dots. Anything else you need? Oh, it's fine. Thank you. Just one of those days? Dots. I suppose. It's one of those moments when it seems like everything is collapsing spontaneously. Not necessarily great by any means. Yeah, I know how that feels. Want to talk about it? Rachel is feeling generous today. Dots. Just realized who she is. Good evening. Ah. Doctor. Long time no see. Hey, Rachel. Still a hospital admission officers here. I know, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Hey, Ryder. I'm just here for a quick drink before I get to work. Well, it looks like I'll have to take a breather first. I'll have to agree. Make yourself at home. So, you were saying? Lady and I were in the middle of a conversation. We were? Maybe at the beginning of one? I'll back off if I'm being too nosy, though. I'm just very happy today. I see. Should I move over there? Nah, you're fine. Curious about how you've been doing, too. We've got to keep the momentum with sister over there. Right. Then, please don't mind me. Docs. Reminds me strongly of my very first visit here. Huh? To be frank, this may be the place where people ask me the most questions. Is that a good or a bad thing? I'm not sure yet. But I do not mind it too much. Truthfully, I do not interact with many people on a daily basis, since I'm on the road most of the time. So? What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a groover driver, but I only do intercity deliveries mostly. Sounds tough. Not as bad as it sounds. I quite enjoy driving. Helps clear the mind sometimes. Right, that's true. I drove a cab in Manhattan back in the early 60s. You did? Yeah, but I had to stop after a few months since it got pretty dangerous. Dangerous? How? Because people kept trying to pick a fight with me. Oh. Also, I had a few people try to skip paying fares or rob me. That sounds so terrifying and dangerous. Well, it was back in the early 60s. People weren't as kind to us as they are now. But I get why you like driving. I always enjoyed the long drive back and forth from airports. I see. Prior to focusing exclusively on delivery, I used to accept passengers as well. Oh, why the change? because 7 out of 10 passengers would cancel on me, usually right after they entered my car as well, which resulted in my suspension. What? Why? Because I terrified them. Ah, that's just rude. I agree with Miss Rachel. Sounds so unreasonable. Rachel, didn't you get scared by her arriving? I must admit I looked significantly different back then. It was because I never had to deal with so many people before. I was living in seclusion far away from big cities up until that point, and so, during the appeal period, I attempted to make myself appear less frightening. In the meantime, I was permitted to make deliveries. Right. Turns out that I enjoy doing deliveries much more than I expected, so I rescinded my appeal. Additionally, the schedule flexibility allows me to focus more on my training and auditions. Did you say auditions? For what? Dots. Been auditioning for a soprano role? Really? That sounds cool. No, it's not cool at all. Why do you say that? Tried for years and have yet to land one single role. Oh. I also lost air pressure in one of my tires, by the way. Really? Yeah. The officer already warned us about it too. However, I'm not yet quite sure if it's related to his case. I'll let Officer Georgie know about it when he comes in. Thank you. So, yeah, not a good day. I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. I'm used to it. Aw. Dots. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go check my messages. Okay. I'll go check my messages too. It's nice to see you again, Rachel. Oh, same. You must have been busy. I haven't seen you around here in a while. How's Henry? Yeah, it's fine. He's been pretty busy too. Not as busy as you, it seems. I've seen him here at least once, at least every other month or so. Really, Ryder? You won't let me stay out late on my break, yet he comes here to see all of you? Huh? Well, just kidding. I know he comes here often. It's fine. He's old. He needs breaks more than me. Right. Being able to unwind becomes more important as you get older. Be sure he gets his yearly checkups, though. Will do. And what's up with you these days? Not a lot, but... Oh. I have a small problem at work, actually. Yeah, what is it? Well, the person who handles patient admissions. I have to handle really young kids sometimes. We're not a children's hospital, so they usually come in as urgent cases. Aw. That's why I try to make the admission process as painless as possible. Just to make things a little easier for everyone involved. Yeah. Sadly, kids tend to get scared of me, which makes expediting their admissions more difficult sometimes. But you're, like, one of the nicest guys I know. Well, they're usually really, really young. Do you know what makes them so afraid of you? Not exactly. But I think my size has something to do with it. I still tower over them even when I get down to their eye level. They probably feel vulnerable too. Yeah, I see what you mean. Not exactly what you'd call a great combo. Not at all. Again, it's not a big deal. I'm just wondering if there's anything I can do about it. Ah. Hey, Ryder. Yeah? Didn't realize it was already this late. Seems like I'll have to go soon. Can I order now? Of course. What'll it be? I'll have my usual mix of tea, milk, and ginger. Galahad. You stress with the fidget spinner. Relate to the kids. Huh? I'm just giving everybody the fucking fidget spinner. Fidget spinner? I don't think I need... Oh, wait. Nuts. Might be a good idea. Giving small toys to children to ease their anxiety. Nobody likes being in a hospital, after all. There you go. Child's play. Got a bleep bloop. I knew I'd find it. Or take it as a reference. Knew I'd find a use for this. I'll take it as a reference. Thank you, Ryder. Well, special drink just for you, sir. Made in a jiffy without compromising quality. Thanks. It's great as usual. Can't seem to make it like you do. It still works, right? At least for the intended purpose? It does. I'm just saying, yours is still the best, taste-wise. What is it anyway? Ginger latte? Closer to ginger milk tea, I think. What Ryder said. Either way. Come to like it as my late-night shift drink of choice. I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine intake. For health reasons? Pretty much, yeah. Find myself better at controlling my fury that way. Ah, I see. That's good to know. Guess I'll have to rely on you and my venture into the world of tea drinking. You can count on me. I should leave before the storm gets worse. Aw. Next time. Next time we'll catch up. Okay. Alright. Sorry to leave in the middle of conversation. Hang in there. It always gets better. Thank you. Have a safe trip. See ya. That was such a good boy. Riona, isn't it? Sorry to hear about the auditions. Trust me, I really get how you're feeling right now. Yes? Uh-huh. I've been rejected by agencies many times too, before I finally made it into my previous group. Huh? Miss Rachel here is an idol. Her single is on the shelves behind you. Oh, that's amazing. Thanks. Did this one? I know that there's another image. I think it's like right behind her head. You have a reel up somewhere online? Might be playing on a different field, but I'd still love to see it. Dots. I took it down a long time ago. Why? I had to deal with a lot of online harassment. Therefore, I removed it to save myself some headaches. What? People are unbelievable. Don't mind the haters. They're just people who have nothing better to do. Right. Suppose you must have dealt with similar things before. Money. It comes with the fame. For better or for worse. Dots. I see. Anyway, you should keep it up. Maybe I can ask my colleagues if they know any audition leads. You can link me your reel. Are you sure? Yeah. I mean, no promises, but I'll try. I have a video if you want to see it. Of course. Then move over there then. A video of Riona singing. Wow. I might not get opera, but that was pretty nice. It'd be great if you posted more of these online. What do you mean? You have this, je ne sais quoi thing going on. An unusualness that may captivate some people. Oh, I know. You should upload your stuff on, Tomachill. I bet many people will love it. Oh. It's alright. What's wrong? I don't think I'm cut out to have any presence online. I don't fit in with the culture. Told you, don't mind the haters. I mean, it's not just that. I might also have a complex regarding something else. What complex? Dots. You both might dislike me for this. Why? I wish to do my best in the old-fashioned way, so to speak. Meaning, it seems more appropriate for me to follow the traditional route. as opposed to using shortcuts or things that are online. Oh, I get it. Or at least this might sound snobbish. I apologize. Who cares? Nobody's a snob and everybody's a snob in one way or another. But maybe you shouldn't limit yourself like that just yet. What do you mean? The entertainment industry changes rapidly, you know. For almost 3 years I've been doing this, it takes a lot of flexibility to stay afloat. Because there's always someone who could replace you. I don't know a lot about opera, but I'm sure it's changing too. Some things aren't always better the old way, especially in the creative industry. Things stay stagnant in two ways. Either they're profitable, or certain people are just really stubborn. Like the past me. Back then I thought I could only choose one or two things I was good at, and just forget about the rest. Recently I got a chance to make my own song with a musician. I'm not the best at composing, so I really need the help. I see. And the musician I'm collaborating with, he had a dream of becoming a fighter jet pilot. However, one thing or another kept him from making his dream come true. Dots. So he posted his music as a hobby on Tomachill, and just like that, bam, he hit it big. Oh. Yep, I'm a big fan of his. In fact, all the music in this coffee shop is from his newest album. Licensed, of course. I see. That's amazing of him. You too. Don't be afraid to do things a little differently. Plenty roads to Rome and all that. That's all I can say about it. At any rate, try asking around if they have any sort of leads. Should we exchange IDs? Do you have any? No, but I have a cell phone number. Okay. There. Thank you. Okay, Riona, I have to go now. I'll hit you up by text if I have anything. Thank you so much. Don't thank me yet. But you're so welcome. Right, I'm going. See you soon? Of course. Please come again soon. Bye-bye. How did she take the phone? Meow. She took the cup, too. How did she hold on to it? So interesting. It might be my first time seeing a Nekomimi up close. Is that so? Oh, how about your car? Will you be alright? I have a spare tire. I'll fix it once the weather improves. Alright. Coming here was a wise decision. Wasn't sure whether I should. Oh? Dots. In truth, I'm deeply embarrassed by my conduct last time. I regret it. I apologize. Please don't be sorry. No harm done. Thank you. It's just, there are times when I too feel lonely. This was not my first rejection from an audition, as you may have already inferred, but it never gets easier. Understandable. Typically, I would just ruminate about in my car while being parked somewhere. Knowledge is not the most effective means of resolving my feelings. However, it is better than the alternatives, which are none. Now you can always come here. I don't know. Feel as though I am only bringing doom and gloom to the table here. Nonsense. Our door is always open. In the evenings, of course. So please, don't ever hesitate to stop by. Dots. We'll see. Sounds like the weather will clear up soon. Really? How do you know? Experience? Let's just say, I observe the sky a lot, especially in traffic. Makes sense. Guess? In any case, I better leave now. Thank you again. Good. You're very welcome. Have a safe trip out there, Miss Riona. Hope she comes by again. Okay, it's a bad idea. I won't do it. Jeez. Dots. Hold on, did he take the picture? He did take it. I think this is it for today. Let's see. Ah, there it is. There's the little single right there. Whose key card is this? Uh-oh. Key card attached to the lanyard. Uh-oh. I'll just keep it for now. Someone's apartment key, maybe. Might be Gallus. Like a hospital worker would have something like that. Okay, let's wrap this all up now, shall we? Saturday, September 23rd, 2023. Evening Whispers. Tactical survival game, Krieg's Front 4, Final Front, finally to release next year. Belltown man caught after attempting to outrun police with a Segway. Petition to combine Halloween and Xmas gains traction. Why? Spooky Christmas. Oh no. What do you mean, oh no? Oh, hi. Okay. So I was in a vegan restaurant and a woman said that she knew me, which is weird because I've never met her before. Liked by Freya. Of course she would. I feel like this is finally the right time in my career to either write a book or challenge a professional boxer. So, oh god, no. Mr. M. Lloyd Fayweather, are you available, like, this Sunday? Currently hooked on this mecha tactic game. The mechanic is very interesting and inspiring. Armored Core. I'm so excited for this secret project. You'll see. Look at that little, cute little sleepy emote thing. Oh, stories. Ralia Ahmad. The Devil and My Eternity by Ralia Ahmad. The devil says to me, "Price of my kiss is your eternity." The devil has the warmest smiles. She taunts me with her fingertips of ember, of ashes burning in something I too well remember. I still am spending my eternity, aimless, in concrete jungle through history, fruitless, hazy in dead people's memory, useless, an endless life wasting as nobody. A vampire has the coldest lips, not for me, not if I want it to. The devil has the brightest eyes, sweet as the angels convincing them to be holy. I'm still clinging to my eternity. I wonder why we stay alive, that desire to keep going, that desperate longing to be someone someday. Promise you'll never leave me. I strike a match to burn my lips. I will be the death of you. The devil has the sweetest lies. Hail Satan? Oh no. Why oh no? Seems like we're out of ginger. Oh, hopefully Galahad doesn't come by. Ah. Mr. Hyde, welcome. Hello, writer. Nice to see you again. How are you? Ah, well, I'm just here. How about you? You seem a little preoccupied. Right, sorry about that. Just learned we're out of ginger. Oh. Made a mistake on the weekly order sheet. And the remaining roots I have are no longer fit for consumption. Tut tut. Sounds like a rookie mistake, writer. I know, I'm ashamed. The storage system is having problems because of recent power surges. Alas, I'll stock up at the farmer's market tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. You're really busy as usual, I see. Yeah, well, nothing wrong with a slow day or two from time to time. Although it's been quite a week, if I say so myself. Oh? Well, I'm listening. Pardon? You're weak. Tell me about it. Oh. Not even sure where to start. Try anywhere. After all, there's no way for me to correct an unheard story, am I right? Right. Well, the most notable problem recently will be these severe thunderstorms. Sometimes they cause our power to short out, which messes with the machines. So, in case it happens again, my apologies. I see. Warning duly noted. There also has been this ongoing car vandalism in the neighborhood. Apparently, there's a serial deflator of tires on the loose. Officer Georgie was the one who informed me about it. We've also got a lot of new customers. And I think that's about it. Sounds eventful, even if not terribly riveting. Now, regarding the car vandalism you spoke about. Well, I drove here. To what extent should I be concerned about it? Wish I could inform you with confidence. La roi LSS avol les étoiles. I don't fucking know how to read that. I don't know French. Wish I could inform you with confidence. Fortunately, I don't know much about it, so... Who entered? Can I answer that? Georgie. Georgie, I have a thing for you. You forgot your lighter. There's nothing to worry about. Your car is gonna be fine. Officer Georgie, welcome. Hey, Ryder. I managed to track and narrow down the vandal's strike zone, you see. Because the culprit seems to have a favorite spot. Really? Yep, and it's nowhere near here. Miss Riona told me her car was affected as well, by the way. That's so. She comes back, you can ask her... Can you ask her where she parked? Will do. Appreciate it. Anyway, my investigation's still ongoing, but I'd say this area is pretty safe. So you can relax. I see. Anyway, good evening, y'all. Sorry for blocking the entryway earlier. I was finishing off my last cigarette. Because it's time to start a new one. Do you mind? Not at all. Mr. Hyde, meet Officer Georgie. He's in charge of the night patrols around here. Cheers. Officer Georgie, meet Mr. Hyde. Our occasional guest from Los Angeles. Friend of Mr. Gala. The big hospital guy? Then I guess I've seen you around a bunch. A Los Angelino, eh? Not for much longer, though. Oh? I'm in the process of finalizing my move back here with my modeling agency. It's wonderful news. You lived here before? Mm-hmm. For about 40 years. When did you move to LA then? Around 20 years ago. Right. Huh. Let's just say I'm nowhere near as young as I look. Oh. Models, vampires, gotcha. Then as a native Seattleite, Seattleite, let me be the first to welcome you back. We got smog and dour skies, but at least our coffee is second to none. Right, Ryder? I'll let you be the judge of that. Thanks for the warm welcome. Then have you moved in already, or not yet? Preparations still need to be made at the property I've chosen. I wouldn't even think of packing until it's halfway done. Makes sense. That being said, I'll be here to oversee the construction for a while. If you ever need help, let me know. Can't do much by myself, but I can find a few guys who can. Although it won't be necessary, I appreciate the gesture. It's funny, but is. Quite frankly, the police force and I had something of a, contentious relationship in the past. Uh-oh. Was it a slap on the wrist and let's call it a day type of thing? Or the catch you catch me kind? All I can say is, live long enough, you'll try everything. Those are bygone years, of course. Are you sure? So, does anyone want something to drink? Of course, naturally. After you. Well, a public servant should put the citizens first. So after you. How idealistic. But I insist. After all, I'm still considering my options. Well then, in that case, what'll it be, officer? Just give me something nice, Ryder. Are you alright? Yeah, not that great, honestly. What happened? Never mind that for now. I got a question for you. Did you by any chance see a lighter lying around? Ah. Yes, I did. I have it with me. Phew, that's a relief. Okay, Ryder, listen carefully. I need you to take this very, very seriously. Okay. I'll need that lighter back, okay? Okay. I mean it. I need it back. Or this streak of bad luck won't end. Pardon? Just talking to myself. Okay, yeah, I understand. Appreciate it. Would you like anything to drink? Just black coffee for me, please, but lightly sweetened. You found that on Rumbler, didn't you? Just black coffee for me, but lightly sweetened. And the honey, I guess. Get it to the low threshold. Sweet coffee. And the lighter exudes an interesting feel. Finally. Hello, my old friend. Thanks, Ryder. Suppose I owe you an explanation. You don't really. Lightly sweetened as froth to help invigorate your tired mind with its sweet, inviting aroma. Tune first. Told you before, right? This lighter's my lucky charm. When it goes missing, my luck gets really dicey. Almost got hit by a falling fan at work. Broke the missus's favorite mug. Nearly swerved my car into the sidewalk because a black cat jumped into my lane. A black cat, not even a raccoon, I swear I'm not making this up. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is. And well, daughter's still mad at me too. Anyway, glad to have this back. Thanks for keeping it safe from me, Ryder. You're very welcome. Here's your sweet coffee to sweeten your evening, officer. Cheers, Ryder. Really hits the spot. Glad to hear it. Ready to make your order? Oh, the messages are popping off. You've ever been jamming in on good songs and your earphone died off? Well, I've never had that because my earpod is amazing. Get yours here. Perfect fit. Not quite. Do you have any suggestions? I have a couple of new teas if you're interested. Oh. There's butterfly pea and hibiscus flowers. Hibiscus, huh? Not an ingredient that's easily palatable when used in a hot beverage. Perfect. Make me something with it. Are you sure? We're missing some ingredients tonight. Do you have any specifics in mind? I'll let you choose for me. Just make it red, and who knows? Maybe it can be my blood wine. Blood wine. Blood wine? It's a fake blood cocktail I used to get here. Back when it was still a bar. Ah, I see. Make me a bold red drink. I'd like to see what you can come up with. Hibiscus? Well, I mean... Great hibiscus, I think. You know? Cool, sweet, bitter. What would blood taste like? If you can identify this, now that we know they don't always take it. I mean, it's certainly red. Certainly looks like blood. Hibiscus tea. Has a cranberry-like tartness with floral undertones. Great source of vitamin C. Vegan vampire. That's Gala's, isn't it? The apartment key? I see, so he lost it here. In fact, he called me this morning after asking if I was in the city. I didn't tell him I was in Seattle, though, so the call was a surprise. Why did he call, you ask? Well, simply because I have his spare key. I'll take this off you and bring it to him, then. I will be sure to let him know. Alright, thank you. Here you go, sir. Something red. So this is a drink you thought I might like. Honestly, not entirely confident, but this is the best I can do tonight. Looks peculiar enough. How is it? It's tart. Astringent. Do you like it? You tell me. Ah, and I was looking forward to it. Sorry that it wasn't what you expected. Well, you did ask. You did what I asked, so no need for apologies. Next time you could try making me something that doesn't taste like hay juice. You need some boldness. Something that can leave a mark in me. There is only one hibiscus drink that I have enjoyed. I'm curious to see if you can come close. Try my best next time. It's gonna be like 2 hibiscuses and ginger, isn't it? Calling it now. Welcome. Who we got? Oh, hey, Lucas. Hey, kid. Dance. Dance. There. Damn. Oh, dang. Hello, Ryder. Pops, nice to see you again. What's up? What's going on? What's going on with you? Me? Well, nothing. Nothing much. You know what? Let me move over there. There we go. Sorry about earlier. I was preoccupied. No problem. Is everything alright? Yeah, of course. I'm always alright, always. Because I'm a very lucky dude. Speaking of luck, did the lady ever come back? Miss Riona? Yeah, she did. Really? Did you manage to give her my stuff? I did. Give her your written contact info. Okay, cool. She didn't throw it away, did she? As far as I know, I don't think so. Great. Trying to reach the soprano lass? That's right, Pops. Still feeling uneasy about how that day went. So I just want to apologize to her or something, you know? Okay. So I guess I just have to wait for her to contact me, huh? I think so, yeah. What if she doesn't contact me? What should I do? Then that's that. That's her choice. You're so right, Pops. Didn't think of you as someone who'd have trouble reaching out to people like this. Heh, I know, right? It is what it is. Okay, then I'll wait. Anywho, it's nice to meet you again, Pops. Likewise, kid. Hello to you too, sir. Dance. Hyde. It's Hyde. Dance. Wait. So you're really that Hyde? The supermodel Hyde? Big shot, eh? Oh man, oh boy. Never thought I'd randomly see you in a place like this. No offense to you, Ryder. Well, follow your socials, man. Big fan. Especially love the Timeless series you did for Boundless. That's an old one. Boundless? It's a lifestyle magazine, no longer in print. Because everything is online these days. What is the series about? It was a photo series I modeled for. Bit of an avant-garde shoot. They were originally set to be displayed in a time travel themed showcase. Alas, the exhibition fell through. So they were re-themed and put in the magazine instead. Yeah, those were awesome. I liked how the series showed peak fashion through the times. Yet the designs were so contemporary. Timeless, even. Pun intended. I'd love to see that. Wait, let me show you a couple pics from it. Oh. Hyde looks great there, colorless or not. Nice. Oh, wow. You looked amazing, Mr. Hyde. Still do. Of course. It was so cool and inspired me to find my own style, too. Partial to the 80s inspired look myself. Really, I can't tell. It's my jacket collection. Glad it helped. I did enjoy experiencing some of those times again. Even if only in garment form. Even if I was left with a melancholy feeling. But I digress. Huh? Would you like to order something? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way. Pure matcha is supposed to make you feel woozy. Pardon? Tried drinking some before lunch a couple days ago. I felt a tad nauseous. Did you have breakfast? Nope. It's really strong tea, so it still shouldn't be consumed on an empty stomach. That was the main takeaway from our conversation, wasn't it? Duly noted. Thanks. Then, can I get a pumpkin latte? Sorry, we don't have that here. For real? You know you don't need pumpkin to make it, right? Oh, I've heard that before. Yep, but I have an open mind. I just don't want anything plain tonight. How about making me something based off of a pumpkin latte with what you have? Fuck with that. So like it's a latte, so it's gonna be that and that, right? Pumpkin latte. I don't know what pumpkin tastes like now that I'm thinking about it. Cinnamon, I guess? I don't know. Cinnamon latte. And then latte art. Alright. Alright. Gonna do, perfect. suppose that wouldn't work, huh? Trying to make a semblance of a pumpkin. It's getting worse and worse as time goes on. Cinnamon latte, warm and sweet, just for you. Sounds good. Cinnamon latte. Cinnamon-infused cafe latte that uplifts you with a warmly spicy aroma. Myself summary. On a short break to refresh and wreak havoc on return. Post your wrecks on my channel or my sub. Sounds good. Did I read this story today? I already forgot. Okay, I did. We call on the cinnamon. It is the star spice of the fall season, after all. Oh yeah, you're right. Like pumpkin lattes. The warmth cheers me right up. Thanks, Ryder. Don't mention it. Bleep Loop, good review. Give Lucas all the correct drinks. What's the matter? Huh? Why do you need cheering up, kid? Oh, about that. Just the usual work stuff. A few disagreements here and there, you know. Any working team will eventually have them once or twice, right? Right? What do you do? I'm a vlogger / influencer. I view a lot of lifestyle things like fashion, places, food, etc. on social media. Sometimes I do skits and such on my channel too. And pranks also. No, Pops. No way. We all talk though, I actually hate pranks. I didn't say it before, but I hate them a lot. Is that so? I just think they're the lowest form of entertainment. Just cheap thrills at the expense of others. Right? But yeah, getting off topic here, sorry. So you're essentially the creator and the host of your show. What does your team do? Team helps me edit, secure sponsors, and massively boost the production quality. They're great. I owe them lots. Do you think you're doing well? Yeah, I mean, I think so. We get by pretty well. I currently reside in LA. For real? I did too before I moved here. Why did you move? Why I moved? Dots. I mean, because I hated it there? Not to crap on where you live, sir. I just think LA is not for me. No offense taken. Why did you hate it there? It's a long and stupid story. Trust me, you don't want to hear it. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. You were saying? I've been noticing an influx of newcomers there. They're loud, young and brazen, just like you. Yeah? The fact that you're able to make something of yourself out of such mundane nonsense, I'd say you're doing pretty well. So what's the issue? Well, talked about my channel situation here before, right? Yeah, you said your views were dwindling. Calling it dwindling might be a bit overkill, but yeah. Well, my team and I are trying to figure out what to do. Trying to keep the show fresh, you know? Truthfully, though, been wanting to change the show's direction for a while now. Even promised myself last year. Once I get a certain number of viewers, I was just gonna do it. Dots. Well, I've always wanted to do a talent showcase segment, you know? So I could help elevate others like me. Others like you. Yeah. Like the soprano lady from before. Like those dwarf actors and actresses in TV shows. We all actually kind of have something in common. You know what it is? Make it easier for you. Think about satyrs, for example. Alright, when you hear about us, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Don't think too hard now. Say anything off the top of your head. How about you, Pops, sir? Probably partying, recklessness, alcoholism, or a joke, right? Is that what you think? No, but that's what most of society thinks. In the same way society views Lady Riona as bad luck personified. All just because she happens to be a banshee. Besides, society's awful at judging people. Immediate trust they have for those who have money compared to those who had to start from zero. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it, you know. Etiquette, social cues, and awareness, that sort of thing. What nurtures you when growing up reflects these things. What most people like to assume, anyways. And, like, I get it. Nobody has any time to learn about everybody. So we go by impressions. But as someone who started from zero and now, difference on how people treat me is so damn stark. So damn stark that it doesn't feel all that great, you know? Of course. So yeah, I wanted to carve my space in my work. A place where I could give exposure to those who might not get it otherwise. Then once again, I ask you, what is the issue? Dots. My team thinks my segment idea is too risky. Don't fix what's not broken, they said. They just want me to improve what I've been doing. And you agree? Dots. I mean, they're not wrong. The risk is real. After all, I'm not responsible only for myself. Got a whole team depending on me now. That's why I'm trying to find a compromise. At least until we become so big that any slight change won't affect us as much. Will the world wait for you, though, I wonder? Huh? Will the world wait for you to be ready? Have you ever asked yourself that? You see, making choices is always a matter of priority. As you grow, your stake increases along with your responsibilities. As such, your excuses will continue to pile up. But, given the pace at which you're going right now, see, your idealistic dream is unlikely to be realized. However, if it's enough for you to just have good intentions, well, that's another story. Dots. Dots. Well, a little blunt, aren't we? Am I wrong, though? It is a perspective. Yeah. So ready to chuck into bed. I did my best today, and I hope you did too. Have a good night, Rachel. It is a perspective. You know, one of many. I admit I don't know much about the entertainment biz. But you've gotten this far, boy. Because all along you've been motivated by that specific goal in mind. Ain't that right? Dots. Yeah? Why I wouldn't dismiss his intent so easily. He's, well, probably just a bit lost right now. You think I should have been gentler then? Nah. I needed the whipping. Those words were hard to swallow, but I needed to hear them. Are you okay? Uh-huh. Well, it's a lot I need to think about. So, I should go. Nice seeing you, Pops. And thanks for your advice, sir. Ryder, thank you too. Hang in there. Yeah, y'all too. See you around. Well, I've stayed too long already, so I better go do my work now. Don't want to get my pay docked, you see. Nice meeting you, Hyde. We'll see each other more often soon, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing work-related. You have a good night, officer. You too, Ryder. Be safe out there, officer. Will do. Until next time. I suppose I should leave as well. I'll be back before long, though. Please do. Hey, Ryder. Hey, Neko. How you doing? Dots. There's something wrong? Looks like the officer forgot his lighter again. Seems our officer accidentally drops it again. It exudes an interesting feel. Oh, what a curse. Oh, no, you're right. I'll keep it for him, thank you. I love you, man. No, you. Uno reverse card. How you doing, Neko? Welcome in. I'll keep it for him, thank you. Alright then. Have a good evening yourself, Writer. Safe trip out there, Mr. Hyde. Alright. I'm Froggy chair. Yeah. Just chilling. Bitchin'. And bitchin'. Okay. Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Alright. The Evening Whispers. Got a bleep bloop for some reason, and I didn't look at it. Inu, Mimi, and werewolves may share common ancestry. Holy shit. Archaeologists. God damn. Archaeologists say. I don't know why that gave me fucking trouble. Like, holy shit. Check. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. That there before. Oh shit. Good line. Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. It's been storming this entire time. Bailey's. Like Bailey's is coming in. Aqua. Sometimes scary how so many things come into factor as you make a decision. Shouldn't be that hard, right? My Twitch be acting cray-cray? Uh-oh. I have tons to think about today. Like how to make your timeline more fun. I could really use a good cup of tea right now. Bad traffic at Yale Street. Avoid. Thanks for the heads up, Rihanna. Let's hope it doesn't bring... Oh, wait. Hold on. One more thing. Strawberry hair. Put my heart on your charm bracelet. Wear it on your sleeve. So anytime, anywhere, you can always count on my heartbeat. Unlock my phone with your fingertips. Leave your fingerprints on mine. Hit my power button off. Keep me away from the world. Just the two of us. Remind me to press the enter key twice. To put some space in my poem. So you can have enough room to dance between my words. We don't need a grand ballroom for our chests to collide, you said. My kitchen is big enough to let Beethoven fill the room with, for Elise. The melody he composed for Lady Therese. So Therese can play his feelings simply but still prettily. Like your nightgown fluttering as we spin. Like your upside down frown as we let our touching skin speak of our innocence. You can keep your glass slippers to yourself. There's no need for a fairy godmother in our story. You don't have to leave after 12. We'll dance barefoot on my kitchen tiles, or on the grass of your childhood park if you want to, like Ed Sheeran. Our own perfect. Like our own perfect. We'll catch our breaths on the park bench when you're too tired. Rest your head on my lap, run my fingers through your hair, let them pick that strawberry scent. Then down to your blushing cheek to paint your nickname, Strawberry Hair. But only if you let me do all that. If you don't, I'd settle with your strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket, so if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. So a strawberry can still taste like a sweet thing for me. But let's not think about either of us leaving, shall we? Whatever will happen, right now, you are my strawberry taste. My one and only race where my ego doesn't mind losing. Right now, you are forever my safe place. You can have my promise that I will always be your safe place. I did say that to many girls before, so it's an empty shack. But you can try to reside there, and if you like it, you can stay. You already got the key anyway, even before I gave it to you. If you like it, if you like me, ask me to make it your retirement home. If you do, I'll build you a pier so you can rest a ship ashore with a lighthouse so I can light your way in case you want to set sail again. That being said, strawberry hair, I'm hoping you've had enough sails already and are finally ready to settle in. Have a good lurk. Go. Hope it doesn't bring bad things. Weather. I don't know. I think it's a very nice color scheme. Well, I think it's lacking something. It's too dainty. Dainty? What would you like then? Red, black, and purple? That wouldn't be the worst. Dots. Okay, then why not? But you have to commit to it. No takebacks this time. Faye. I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. It's not like we're going to decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we should... How are we supposed to plan this wedding? We keep postponing every choice we need to make. Dots. Hey, Ryder, what do you think? Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple? Hey, don't put Ryder on the spot. No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. It's your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine. Dots. Dots. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are. And when we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpieces. Oh, please, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we agreed on the cute cottagecore ones. The ones you spotted on Tomodachi. I mean, they were your pick in the first place. They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic. But weddings in general are expensive. Especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. You can't just disinvite my extended family. The key word is extended. Do you even know half these people? That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. No, you don't. You do not. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding. Still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding. Or die trying. I don't want you to... Saved by the bell. Dots. That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Ryder. Of course. What can I get you? Something that'll keep me awake. Still have work to do and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. With a nice spicy kick, please. Any preference on the spicy kick? No. Any strong coffee with spice will do. So... linger longer. Longer. So, strong coffee. Any spice, huh? What do you got for spices? Ginger. Cinnamon. Lunger? Echo, what are you up to? Jingle beans. Jingle beans, jingle beans. A warm drink with a kick for Christmas mornings. Also perfect against headaches on rainy work nights. Lunger? Here's the jingle beans for the lady. Oh, that's novel. Perfect. We're giving her a Christmas drink in game September, but out of game, it fits. Okay. I feel myself relaxing already. Dots. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. You're weird. I guess we're both weird. Who we got? Yeah, we are. Ah, Mr. Hyde again. My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. Dots. Dots. Oh, they're absorbed in their own little world. This is so much better. It really is. It's good to see those kids back together again. Yeah, they're getting married. They're trying to plan their wedding, but they can't agree on anything. Still. I mentioned I love your smile. Never enough. Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down. I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. Bailey's doesn't want to order, that is. Hi. Sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were too busy doing whatever you were doing. Me a widge. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua properly gets off work. Alright then. Did you hear me, writer? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? No, just make sure it's got a spicy kick of something. Then double it. Too spicy. Alright. Alright, we're gonna try still going for a red drink. Wanna go with hibiscus? Double spice. Ginger. We were out of ginger last. Back itchy. Alright, back itched. I'm making that blood wine. Zobo. Bleep bloop. Blood-ish red. Serve Hyde his favored hibiscus drink. Shit, we got it. A traditional Nigerian drink with an invigorating ginger kick supported by cloves and pineapple. Part of Lost Angels Agency, old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. I filled up for a challenge, so try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will. Let's see if you cracked the Hyde code. Dots. Well, this is kind of troublesome, writer. You know me a little too well. Ah, so I take it this works for you. I remembered, bro. I remembered. Every single drink you had last game, you had ginger in it. I got you. Ah, so I take it this works for you. This is a perfectly executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time. Heh. Forgive an old man his old man jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me zobo like this every time I visited. She lived near the harbor. We would sit down and drink it and watch the boats float away. That sounds lovely. She was a good friend. She isn't anymore? When you've got a vampire's lifespan, friends come and go. You outlived her. That's sad. You get used to it. Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget. And for others, you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Dad just found a missing photo album of my childhood, and I can only wish you can see how cute I am as a kitten. Fun looking through that photo album, Rachel. Still on the marriage track. Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Dots. You sound any less enthusiastic? Hey. Here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. In such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Ryder. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about every single item. Dots. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I gotta go to work anyway. Right. And I'm gonna have a drink. Bye, Ryder. Bye, Hyde. See ya. What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's? I think, something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. Hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Chocolate, honey, milk. I tried making this, the other day. But the honey that we had was, let's just say it was congealed in the bottle, and it would not, it couldn't get it out. So, you know, I think that honey might be a bit bad, you know? Chocobi Miracle. So instead, I just had a regular chalky milk. There we go. Chocobi Miracle for you. Sweet, nourishing, healthy chocolate. Healthy chocolate. #1 pumpkin spice fan. Perfect. This feels so good, right? It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're a valued customer. Dots. Hope Lua didn't get too soaked. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. Then why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family, You mean since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces, Lou and I haven't fought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. You close your eyes and picture the day. What do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lou is there, but that's about it. It's not a bad start, in truth. But you don't have specific expectations. Why don't you just let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. Exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi, every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that. Have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it? Too much? Too expensive? Not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding, just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. Proper princess wedding. Don't. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man. Hyde. No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it, whether you like it or not. Ah, Mr. Hyde. You're sitting here going on about everything Lua should want, as if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone, no, especially when you love someone, you should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know, and give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, just to make you feel good about yourself. That's... What if we take so long that we reach old age, and we're still not married? You reach old age and you're still together, married or not. I think that counts as a win. Honestly, yeah. And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. Yeah, you gotta remember, man. It's yours too. That sounds pretty sad to me. Dots. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear. Ailey's. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde? Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling, doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. Thought you were having a good time in LA. I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case, but there aren't any modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Dots. Dots. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. Are you? Phew. I wouldn't go back to them, I'd go back to being chased by them. Dots. Dots. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining is retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise, like some sort of startup. Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Dots. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Guilty as charged. I can't help it. I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? Does. You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe we should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. You paint with oils. That'll take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much, chiaroscuro lighting. I don't know what that word means. CHIAROSC.
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro. The treatment of light and shade in drawing and painting, an effect of contrasted light and shadow created by light falling unevenly or from a particular direction or something. Too much chiaroscuro lighting. Putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. Dots. You're insinuating that you're Rembrandt. Shh. My mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. Dots. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day, finally. Whoa, that was quick. In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Baileys? Heh, no, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home. And keeping bickering? Nah, I don't think so. Had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. Going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good, Elf. Enjoy your night, then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Ryder. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Mr. Hyde, what was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. Or it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense the story. Dots. It's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, cause it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? Heh, you know me well, Writer. Some friends and we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing, I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, hide-shaped, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf, so I went... The bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. Only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and we drove to a lovely spot with a view for the sort of action which, I admit, Might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me, it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala? The wolf himself. He peers inside, then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. His dates, multiple dates. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, writer, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. It's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. Ooh, whoa. Dots. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. Writer, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather, charming. Didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere. In a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So, he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it, if you can believe it, I cited as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. Suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, decided to keep the car in the end, for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. Must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. And it's very banged up, but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. Both a little stuck in times, this car and I. Dots. Rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, hmm? That's what you took away from that story. But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And writer? Yes? Dots. Nah, nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hyde. And a safe journey home. Ooh, blue marshmallow. Comforting herbal tea that soothes the spirits of upset children and stumped grown-ups alike. Monday, September 25th, 2023. The Evening Whispers. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box office. A brief history. Hook me up with that marshmallow shit. Yeah, that marshmallow one looks really good. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. I wonder what caused that. sip of tea. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? Wonder how everyone's doing. Monopods. Aw. Interesting design. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment. Road construction on Leonora Avenue. Okay, okay. Our story today. Happiness, like a cup of coffee. Hey, this might not help, but do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like to me. To me, and maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world, but that's not the point I want to make. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. Still with me? Okay, so there are so many kinds of coffee, you know, and I'm not even talking about the type of beans and whatnot, you know. There are coffees you can get in a convenience store in convenient cans, pop it, and you're ready to go. There are also coffees that are more special, made with more care. The ones made in cafes by cute baristas with their pretty smiles. There are even more special coffees, the one you only find in certain places and certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, yet you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There's happiness you know you'll part with, happiness you'll never get to taste again. But that's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember the taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like it. Something better, even. You live your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you realize that there are thousands and thousands of coffees in this world with 1,000 ways of brewing them. See? That's how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, want in on a secret? It may take many tries before you get it right, and you might lose many things to achieve it. But in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the happiness we can have, is the one we make ourselves. Perfectly sappy. Hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machines too much. This is a very slow start. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Huh. Hive mind siblings. Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Aye, Ryder. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even if in reality it should be good night. Dots. We find that very strange. That good evening is the way to say hello, but good night is the way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... What are they going to try to say? But, okay. Seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Writer tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Writer. Ah, no, that's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. Dots. We see and we agree, and we apologize for interrupting you, Writer. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious, extraordinary even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. Seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth come back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Ahem. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGA PCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? This is Neil from the previous game, by the way. This guy. He took the suit off. Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Writer. You rarely ask direct questions, but I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, then? Yes, that sounds right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. And I would love to listen to yours. Let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? Didn't even realize this was the second game. Yeah. Takes place 3 years after. I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yeah, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion, but I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. Promise, I'm not just withholding information, Writer, but things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Coffee. Coffee is very bitter. Tart. Lemons are tarty. Black lemon. Looks correct. Oh, we should give you that ID. Boop. What is Master Purloiner. I got a bleep bloop. Perfect is for unlikely combination of sour and bitter. Dots. What is... Got it off the agent last time he was here. This is quite something. Thank you, writer, truly. You can't know how much it helps, but it really does. Don't mention it. I thought, you know, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use. I'm sure I can figure something out. Seem to have grown quite creative over the months. I guess I have, somewhat. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. Very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. Think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. Dots. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. Feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. How far in this game are you? I don't know, actually. Probably like halfway. Like what, day 7? Last game had like 14 days or something. Imagine similar length. I don't know. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be rather youthful and innocent part. Be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Ah, well. I have had to learn and adapt here. It has been a couple of years, after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day, just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh, no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. And there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seem to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stopped me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. I thought that looked kind of Trekky. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs, and at some point it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same. Different but same. Yes, different but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Oh, I like his little galaxy. Oh, is this Laurel? No, this is from Pearl. Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308 that she is phantoming you. You mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver. Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this, but we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Dots. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. Sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so... I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating, and it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horned up, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. Dots. People do that? Just talking about dick pics. Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know. But I feel really strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. I can imagine. Cock. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you 99.908% of the time? Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just... he sounds like a really good person. He's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. Cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile... Please, desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. Huh. She's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. You have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Dots. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda. Or not? No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it. What do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. It makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that. So then online networks were like a hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. Oh yeah. As we all know, the internet has that in abundance. Dots. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us, but once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. Seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. The good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete. Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What? Again? That call was bad news. The agent. Too late. Just hide behind the counter, quick. The agent. We still haven't even gotten Amanda a drink. Good evening, Mr. Agent. Dots. Poor Amanda, yeah. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. Cannot serve drinks at the moment. No, very well. I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Dots. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Dots. I certainly hope you're telling the truth. Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh, it's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center. I'm very sorry to hear that. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them. Alright, mid-conversation. Darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? Hide? Yo? Oh, she changed her thing. We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them. which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it's always seemed very above board to me. Why are you threatening people on Tomodachi? Love Gala and Hyde. They're great. But it's always seemed very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? Seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That. Maybe it is. I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail, either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue? Vampire and werewolf is always a fun combo. Yeah. Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? Makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For some, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they are born aliens, and aliens they will remain. And now there are aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Nuts. Oh, don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see, so how do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder, though, what is it... And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They'll have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that it makes me very happy. And if someone comes from further away, but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in this city? Then the people in this city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Getting very deep here. No reason. Hyde, what are you doing? Perhaps no less beautiful? Dots. At the end of the day, who the heck knows? Not like I can afford to spend time pondering it, and I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right, but despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens. Ah, well, not so much that the law is stringent against them, more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens, or anything resembling it. There is no law even acknowledging their existence. Oof, didn't know that. But why is that a problem? That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There has been no thorough analysis of how they can cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now. Safer for whom? It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself. And going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, might as well aim for the promotion. Anyhow, just call us at fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward. They want their business to stay in business. Dots. Dots. What was that? There it goes. Just the coffee machine, sir. I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so I was just processing it. Saws. If it was insensitive. Lucas, what did you say? Hold on. Anything happened for a reason or nah? Just the coffee machine. Seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Dots. Right. I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises. Just to be on the safe. Meow. What the heck is this? Dots. If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. I think it might be hiding from another stray. Very cute. Good kitty. Meow. I think it likes you. What sort of place is this? Your fiddly machine and your weird pets. And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Well, I guess you're off the hook for now, you and your cafe. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Dots. Silver, you're trembling. That's all right. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. Ha! And that cat had homophobia. I mean heterochromia. Neck up. Yes, Neko. It had a heterochromia iridium. Homophobia, we'll have to see. Ah. Haha, haha. So glad you haven't seen that meme. I have not. Dots. Dots. I apologize, this is just nerves. We're truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No. I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in like it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Wow. We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel lost, out of sorts. Dots. Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, very comforting drink. Hmm. This has the warmest base. Then very sweet, so honey. Very sweet. Honey tea. Here you go. Plenty of sweetness in this. This tastes amazing. Thank you, writer. This really is my kind of drink. It is very thick, is it not? The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. Why? Agent doesn't know you've come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now. It's more complicated than that. Writer, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE, Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. It's a space bar. Ow. I know. It sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here. And how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling. Dots. Amanda, I really do love you. Aw. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. We will remind you of it. I think you will. Or I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver. I love Amanda too. Amanda's great. Is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this, and you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please, come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Ryder. I'd say good night to Cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Zzz. Good night, Ryder. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. We coffeeing and talking? We are. Right. But we're also about to end. What a night. been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. Meow. Oh well. It's time for you to let me close shop. Silver. An honor to be related to someone like you. Well, how you doing, Moozy? Tuesday, September 26th, 2023. I'm out of lurk too late. You did. All easy. Evening Whispers. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers website. Sends in data. Stop. End it there for today, as it is a little bit past 8:30. So